Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Dr. Prashant and student recruitment agencies. So, today, again, we're meeting with Dr. Prashant and we're going to talk about Global College Malta. This time, we're going to mention especially about the careers in the tourism sector in Europe.
Thank you so much, Jones. And this is Dr. Prashant, the Chief Operating Officer from Global College Malta. And I welcome you all. And thank you for taking out the time to attend this presentation today. Thanks for Net24 for organizing this. It's always a pleasure to have these kind of webinar with Net24 and the agencies which are linked and associated with Net24. I welcome all the agencies and looking forward to meet you sometime in person or e-meet and work together for a mutually long-term professional business relations. With this, what I'll do is I'll quickly brief you about Global College Malta, but we have a presentation about careers in tourism, and then we will discuss that. So, Global College Malta is a top reputed private institution in Malta from year 2012. We have been doing exceptionally well, having students from 50 plus countries and adding on. So, yes, I will start with the presentation about career in tourism, and then I'll briefly take you through the programs that we offer at Global College Malta in travel and tourism. And then we will discuss about other aspects in terms of admission, in terms of visa process, in terms of the scholarships and all. And most of you, because you have been working with the universities, colleges, institutions in Europe, I'm assuming that you have traveled to Europe, and everyone would like to travel to some or the other country in Europe. Somebody would like to go to France to see the Tower, Eiffel Tower. Somebody would like to go to Rome to see Vatican City or to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I personally would like to go to Switzerland as many number of times as I can. So many movies have been shot in European countries. So Europe is something which everybody would want to travel and have traveled. Even despite of traveling again and again, you feel like coming back to Europe to some other destination because each country in Europe has its own beauty, has its own history, has its own charm and glamour. And we are always entrapped, attracted, compelled to go and visit those countries. So Europe, when it comes to Europe, I think this is the best country, best the place for tourism. And that is why it lures people from all over the world, visitors coming from all over the world. And when you have visitors coming, when you have guests coming, then there are opportunities as a career because you need to provide services. For providing services, you need manpower. All right, tourism sector in Europe. So as we discussed just now, Europe has everything, be it coastal cities. So you want to enjoy swimming, you want to take a dip in the sea, you want to be at sea beach. Oh yes, you have so much of it. And then if you want to go to popular cities like Amsterdam or like France, no, sorry, like Paris and all that, you can go to Switzerland, you can enjoy the mountains, you can enjoy the snow, you can enjoy hilly areas, you can go for trekking, you can go for adventuring, mountaineering. It has everything to offer that a person who is interested in tourism is looking for. And the sector in Europe employs more than 40 million people. Most of them are youngsters and migrants and part-time workers and male, female, both. This is a survey, a report done by European Commission and International Labour Organization, ILO. So 40 million jobs in a year. Can you imagine the numbers, how big they are? This is because this is the amount of traffic that Europe gets as visitors. So in Europe, tourism is one of the biggest sector and it contributes to the economy as well as it's the fastest growing sector. In the European Union, tourism contributes to 12% of the GDP. And as I said, around 40 million people are employed, which is almost 12% of the total employment in the European Union. How big these figures are for any country. So this is a very important sector for many countries and regions. And Europe is consistently is maintaining its leadership in global tourism market. And we all will agree to this. When it comes to tourism, there are number of reasons that you go for, say, to visit any country. And these countries, certain countries, they emphasize on one particular part and they attract the crowd, the visitors, the guests for that. So certain countries will promote city break tourism, certain countries will promote cultural tourism, certain countries will promote medical tourism, such as, like, just to give you an example, medical tourism is picking up and it's highest selling and it attracts a number of visitors in Istanbul, Turkey right now. People go there for, say, hair transplant, people go for all kind of beauty treatments, and it's so popular now. Then wellness, like you go want to go for isolation, and you want to go for, say, meditation, you want to isolate yourself, you want to focus on your inner self. So those kind of tourism are being promoted. And then, of course, for newly married people, for romance and all that, adventure and luxury tourism, you want to go for hiking, mountaineering, you want to attend some conferences, meetings, event tourism. So there are endless reasons for which tourism can be created and promoted. And some of these countries, they are in cashing that because they have that kind of opportunities, they have that kind of resources to project, thankfully. And we all visit them and we all enjoy them. So, as I said, when people are visiting them, then they need service. When they need service, it requires manpower. It creates employment. It creates employment means there are opportunities for everyone. And then opportunities in tourism sector, there are certain parameters that you need to fit into to get into those employment prospects, which we will discuss. Tourism in Europe, as I said, is increasingly popular among Chinese and Indians and even Russians. So I will not talk about Indians because you can see them everywhere in Europe. And in Indian movies, Europe, especially Switzerland, France, Germany, and all these countries have been used a number of times. There are so many movies which have been shot in these countries. So yeah, Europe is very popular in India, very popular, and you will see Indians every now and then here and there in Europe coming to visit, enjoying a good time over here and going back to their country. Same for China. Now China, the influx of tourists in Europe from China has shoot up by around 12% in the last 1 year. Same for Russia. Even for Russia, the Russians are coming to Europe and visiting all the famous countries, and you can see them very often here and there. It is noted that Serbia was the top growth destination for Chinese tourists in both arrivals and overnights. So, see, Serbia is receiving so much of Chinese tourism. And then Croatia last year in 2022 was the most visited country in Europe by Indians, surprisingly. I was thinking that it's generally Paris, it's Switzerland, but yeah, figures are saying something else. Croatia was the most popular destination in terms of arrival for last year by from Indians. Well, these figures are quite amazing. So this shows that how popular the countries in Europe are. Now, when we have so many people coming, then there are jobs, as I said, and thanks to such initiatives, the employment prospects in Europe in tourism sector are huge. Now, how to find these jobs? Every country has its own job portals where all these kind of jobs are posted. So Finland's Lapland is one of the say website where you can find jobs in Finland. Similarly for Iceland, similarly for Malta, similarly for say France, for Germany, and you can find these jobs everywhere online. You just need to have a look, and then you need to match your credentials, your expertise, and then apply accordingly. Or if you don't have those expertise, those credentials, well, you can do some short-term program or a degree in travel and tourism. Get ready, get prepared, apply for those jobs, and settle down in Europe. Employment in the tourism sector in Europe, as we are discussing. So there is a report from UNWTO, which is World Tourism Organization. And according to that report, in Croatia, Cyprus, Malta, Greece, Slovenia, they saw double-digit growth in international tourist arrivals to the end of August last year. Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain also registered double figure growth in 2022, and 2023 reports are yet to come. So these countries were the spotlight and put job seekers from all the member states and non-member states, even from third country nationals, for employment. So you have a huge opportunity in tourism sector if you are looking to settle down and work over here in Europe. So when there are foreign tourists coming to any country, this means more opportunities for Europeans, non-Europeans with language skills. In tourism sector, we all need to agree, the more languages you know, the more are the chances for you to succeed as a professional. So yes, language skills. Foreign language skills in addition to English could be useful for a job search. And if you don't have that, maybe alongside with your degree or diploma, whatever you're pursuing, you can do some foreign language program. So there are three industries mainly from the tourism sector which are benefited. One is accommodation, and then travel agency and tour operators, which is air transport including. And they employ around 5.5 million people in the European Union. And these three industries, they are now referred as selected tourism industry. So now we can see that tourism is a huge thing. It's a big thing in European Union, and there is a lot of opportunity. We also need to understand what kind of skills we need, what traits we need in our personality to get into these kind of jobs and succeed. And if we don't have those skills, what is that we should be doing? So first, we will quickly have a discussion about the skills that are required to get into tourism sector. One second. So, yes, we will discuss what are the skills required. And let's go to these skills, and then we will discuss about programs that can offer you these kind of skills. So in tourism sector, you need to be extremely good with customer. So customer service skills, patience and a smile and willingness to serve your customer. This is something which is required. And it should never be forgotten that the customer who pays you, who do the funding to pay salaries and other expenses. So we need to give them the best of the best services. And that is why it is essential that you get in training on customer service skills. You also need to develop networking skills. Networking skills, no, not just to get the jobs and opportunities, but networking skills are required to get the repeat customer. A person who is visiting your country or a hotel or your restaurant, he needs to come back to you. You need to do a kind of networking with him because getting a new customer costs you 6 times more than getting the repeat customer. So you always need to develop those networking skills. Communication skills. You need to be extremely clear, pleasing, and very smooth in your communication, especially when you are in service sector. So this is something which you need to get training on. And it is important to be able to communicate in a way that represents the business. And you have to be very soft spoken and you have to have patience. You need to be a good listener. Flexibility skills. In tourism sector, you need to be flexible because this industry can make you work into odd hours. You have to work late nights, early mornings, midnight. So you should be a kind of flexible. So if you have to be at the reception of the hotel or something, there can be different timings that you need to adapt to. So flexibility is required. You cannot be say very say stiff or stiff about no, I'll work only on these hours, this hours. No, that doesn't work. Organizational skills, you need to be very organized. You will find sometimes these customers, these visitors, the guests are very demanding. So well, you are in a service industry, there would be demand, you need to cater to them, and then you need to organize yourself well. For an example, if somebody at the hotel reception is calling and telling them that can you give me a wake up call at 5 in the morning, I need to catch up my flight, well, you need to note it in your diary. You need to ensure that you need to call that person at 5 in the morning and he should pick up your call and he should thank you and then get ready for his flight. So organizational skills are required. Language skills, as I said, the more languages you know, it's more beneficial when you are in a service sector like tourism and events and all that. So language skills are very much required. Commitment. This jobs requires commitment. You need to be committed. And it's not easy at times, but yes, it requires a commitment and can do attitude. At times, you would be thrown away with some task which you're not used to do, because, as I said, you need to be multitasking. So you need to take up that challenge and you need to learn it. You need to prove yourself, and you need to do that, especially in the hospitality industry. So this is also required, and multitasking is required. So these are some of the skills that you need to have. Apart from that, you need to be very, very careful about cultural awareness. You are going to deal with people from different parts of the world with different languages, different behavior, different thought process, different beliefs, different religions, and race. So you need to be very careful, and you need to be very attentive to even the minute details, so that you don't leave any point where you offend someone. So you would be dealing with number of nationalities coming from different parts of the world, and the cultures are different. So you need to be very careful, and you need to have a basic understanding, a research about these things if you want to succeed into tourism industry. So this was a quick, say, sneak peek or a preview about careers in tourism, about the growth, about the sector, tourism sector in Europe. Now I'll come to my college, Global College Malta. I'll brief you about Global College Malta and the programs that we offer in travel and tourism sector, which can really help you in training you, in preparing you for this sector to get good jobs, and we also help you in getting employment and jobs in tourism sector. So let's go to Global College Malta. Once again, I welcome you all to Global College Malta, and I would be more than happy to see your students or even my agents and agencies over here to come and visit us. It would be a pleasure to have a coffee with you or take you out for a lunch or dinner whenever you're coming to Malta. Talking about Global College Malta, we are there from last 12 years. We started in year 2012, and yeah, this is our 11th year. And yes, we are a well-reputed, one of the top-notch private institution, private education provider in Malta. We are recognized by Ministry of Education Malta, which is known as MFHEA, and all the programs that we have around 30 programs. They are designed in a way so that the students who are coming to us, they can study and they can work part-time as well. So you have to attend classes for bachelor's program only 3 times in a week. That is also each class is for 3 hours. And for masters, you have to attend 3 times a week, 3 hours each. So total 9 hours is what you have to cover for bachelor's or masters every week, which means you have ample time to work part time. You are allowed to work part time legally in Malta. You are allowed to work around 20 hours every week, and you can get jobs easily. Why? I will explain you why there is a huge demand of people to work in Malta. We will come to that slide. So we are European accredited higher educational institution, which means our degree is valid throughout the world for any purpose, be it job, be it say higher education, be it migration or research purpose. Our degree is accepted all over the world. All the programs that we have, they are industry integrated. So industry integrated means we are in constant touch with the industries to understand what they need, what kind of readiness they need, so that our students who graduate, they are more employable, they get the job, they are trained for that particular stream, and as soon as they graduate, they are absorbed by the companies. So we go to the companies, we have industry experts on our academic team who keep checking us, that what we are delivering and how we can improve and make it more adaptable to what industry needs. We have some scholarship options, but primarily these are for local European students. And apart from that, for international students, there is a scheme called Get Qualified scheme by Government of Malta, in which you can get your tuition fees refunded, up to 70% of the tuition fees refunded as a tax rebate. So that we can discuss once you start your application. The process for this is simple. You need to complete your program, and after that, you need to work for 2 years in Malta. Once you work for 2 years in Malta, in third year, you can claim this tuition fees refund. We have students from around 50 plus countries. We have a dedicated cell called Student Success Department, and all the students, they are well taken care of. You have any concern, you can go to student success department and you will get every support from there. We have flexible payment plan for the student. The classroom sizes are small. Students are allowed to work part-time. Students have the option to stay back for 6 months after completing the program. The cost of living in Malta is very economical compared to other countries in Europe. You can get a sharing basis accommodation for 300 euros, two students in a room, another 100 to 200 euros for your food. Transport is totally free in Malta, medical is totally free in Malta. So if you are spending 500 to 600 euros, you can live comfortably in Malta, 500 to 600 euros per month. And this amount you can easily earn by working part time. So you have high quality of life at lower cost when compared to European countries. This is one of the safest countries to live in. You will never hear Malta into any riots, any say terrorism activities. No, no. Maltese people, they are family oriented, they are happy, they are smiling, and they want to live a simple life. So this is the best place for you to come and enjoy living over here. It is a growing economy. When an economy is growing and you're a part of it, you also get the growth. You are part of the growth. And then it has entertainment opportunities for all. It is well connected to Europe. And Malta is a homeland for travel, tourism industry, for gaming industry, for film industry, for pharmaceutical industry. So when I'm saying these industries, which means job opportunities, which means employment opportunities. So why Malta? Why Global College Malta? First of all, you need to understand that very few countries in European Union have this kind of setup. Generally, the countries in Europe, either they are too cold or it's like you have to learn different languages. But in Malta, everybody speaks English. That's an advantage. So English is the second official language. And you don't need to learn Dutch, you don't need to learn German, you don't need to learn French, or you don't need to learn any other language. That's the advantage. Second thing is the climate. Malta is one of those countries in Europe which has 300 days of sun. 300 days of sun, and that is the reason all the countries in European Union where they don't get sun or it is too cold, they come as swarm of tourists, and Malta is always flooded with tourists. When you go to any beach in Malta, you will find it full. Any hotel full, Airbnb full, except November, December, January, and February. These 4 months are a bit cold. The tourism is slightly slow down, but from March till November, Malta is full of tourists, full of tourists. Like everywhere you see, you will see tourists. And this small island becomes so colorful with people from all backgrounds, different countries. It's good to see. And that is the reason there is a huge employment requirement and opportunities. And each and every student who is there in our college, they are working part-time somewhere or the else. Malta is considered one of the safest countries in the world, high quality of life and economical to live. All the courses are recognized. We are a member state of European Union and a Schengen also. So state of the art premises in smart city. You can stay for 6 months after your program. And Malta has 7,000 years of history and gorgeous beaches. Tuition fees refund is also there. Student can work up to 20 hours per week during the studies. So these are the benefits. And now Malta is very well connected through Istanbul and the countries. There are connecting flights. So that problem is also sorted out. Talking about program, we have a range of programs starting from management, marketing, psychology, human resource, and then logistics and supply chain, HRM. But then I will talk about Bachelor of Arts in Tourism and Events Management. And this is level 6 program, which is of 3 year, and the fees is around 6,400 euros per year. In this program, you can even take an exit after first year. So you will do the first year of Bachelor of Arts in Tourism and Event Management. And then if you get a good job, you can graduate with a diploma in Tourism and Events Management. But for say any reason, if you say, no, I would like to continue with my second year, you can continue in second year. And you want to take an exit after second year, you will get a higher diploma in Tourism and Events Management. So that's exit is there. In third year, if you continue third year, you will get bachelor's in tourism and events management. So this is how any bachelor's program is designed. You can take exit after any year and come back again to us and continue your education. So we give you that kind of flexibility. Even at master's level, we have the similar program, which is called MSc in Tourism and Events Management. In this program also, this is a 1.5 year, 18 months program. And in this program also, you can take an exit after 1 year with a PG diploma in tourism and events management. If not, you can do your dissertation and you get your master's degree. So that's how the programs are designed. The fees for this program is 8,650 euros. So, yes, these are the programs. What I suggest is once you get time today after this meeting, why don't you go to our website, GC Malta, Global College Malta, gcmalta.com, check out all the programs, check out the fee structure, the duration. We have 4 intakes every year: January, March, July, October. So you can recruit students all through the year. Students can apply to us throughout the year. The visa process takes 2 to 3 months. So right now, if you're applying, you have to apply for January intake. But if you're applying in December, you have to apply for March intake because it takes 2 to 3 months minimum to get the visa. When it comes to visa, we give you our extensive support and expertise. Admission process is simple. You need to go and apply online, pay 100 euros as the application fees. Once we receive the application, then we will start evaluating the documents, and somebody from my team within 24 hours will call the student or to the agent that we have received the application, and we would like to schedule an interview with the student. In the interview, we would like to see the communication skills of the student. And also, if the student is a serious candidate, he should know about Global College Malta. So we will check how serious he is, what kind of research he has done about Global College Malta, whether he knows where Global College Malta is located, whether he knows what all programs we offer, what our faculties are, and what is our ranking and all these things, what videos he has seen on the YouTube page. Because as a serious student, if you are making a commitment to study in some college, you are paying X amount of money, which is not easy. You are making a commitment of 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year. Well, you need to do a research about that college, and we are a college which is a serious institution. We are known as a serious college. We do not accept each and every student. Unfortunately, we don't follow that practice. We are ethical in what we do, and we promote this only. So once we see that the student is serious, has done a research, we will accept the student and we will give him the offer letter. And then you have to make the tuition fee payment 100% in advance. And we will start preparing your visa document. For visa, you will get every support from our side, be it getting the BFS appointment or getting the interview fixed online with Visa Malta. Everything is generally now online, so you don't need to run from here to there. No, right now everything is very streamlined for Malta. So yes, we help you with that. We even prepare you for visa interview. We will train the team of the agents that this is how you have to work with a student in terms of training for the visa, in terms of visa documentation, all those things. So yes, what we promise is the best education, the best support, the best guidance for the student that you are sending to us and the students coming to us. We also promise that as an agent, we honor you and we consider you as a partner, we consider you as an associate with Global College Malta, and we ensure that we always try and strive to give you the best services, and we expect the same thing from you. So, yes, some of you might be working with us, and you must have seen how we treat our agents and agencies. Some of you will sign up with us, and I'm giving you my words that you will enjoy working with Global College Malta. So yes, we are very social and you will find us everywhere. The website is gcmalta.com. You can find us on YouTube channel. Please spend some time on YouTube channel. You will see how many activities we do with the students. We keep them engaged because they are coming from a different country, different background, different cultures. It's our duty to keep them engrossed, keep them entertained. It's not just about academics or teaching them the best. It's about making them feel at home, making them to enjoy in college. So we do a number of activities, and then you can check our Facebook page, you can check our Instagram handle, our LinkedIn page to see how students are graduating and doing well in their life. This is a small video. So yes, we had this orientation day on 27th of September, where all the students of postgraduate program were there. Around 100 students were there. And then we have next orientation day on 25th of October, where all the UG students are coming. So we have these companies, Emirates offering discount to our students, Turkish Airlines offering discount to our students. We have telecom companies providing free SIMs to our students. Banks were there to open an account for our students. So we ensure that every student who is coming to us get the best of the best services and support so that he feels at ease and can concentrate on education, which is the sole purpose of him investing money and time with Global College Malta. Also, if you go to our website and check the news section, you will find internships and jobs section in which all the jobs are posted on a regular basis. Our students are interviewed and get the jobs time to time. In fact, 90% of the students in the college, they are working somewhere or the other. So this is how we operate. This is how we service our agents, our students, and this is what we are committed for.
You, Dr. Prashant, for your explanation about the tourism sector in Europe. And it's very detailed and helpful that I couldn't stop nodding. And I noticed from the moment that you showed about how what the requirements are for the tourism sector, and people started joining. Like they are super excited, and I know that like many of them just invite other people to join as well, and that's a very great success. And for showing us our institution, your institution. It's truly a dream for many students in the world, for sure. You have answered 48 questions from 40 agencies today, and it is a very wonderful number. Thank you so much for your attendance today and to the agencies as well. So see you all in our Warsaw conference. I hope that I can have the chance to shake your hands directly.
Thank you so much, Jones. Thank you, everyone, for connecting. Looking forward to connect with you all on email and WhatsApp. And let's do business together. And thank you for trusting Global College Malta. We will ensure that each and every student you are sending to us will thank you and will never regret. And they will always appreciate you guiding them to Global College Malta. Thank you. Bye bye.